Hi, hi. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my gosh, long time no see. Question mark. I feel like I went to sleep and then I woke up and I'm here again. That's how it is going from like a closing shift into a morning shift, right? Like just I am back in this place. The same place that I've always been. Oh my goodness. Hime, where are your glasses? So irresponsible. Yeah, I wonder who took those. Yeah, I wonder who's responsible for taking my glasses. Actually, this morning I decided to switch to contacts because I'd been wearing my new glasses for like several days and they're quite tight on the sides and I don't know, I have a bit of a, I don't know, like the sides of my head are a little sore from where the, like, how do I put it, the little, you know, the little, how do I, there's a word for it. There's like the stick part of your glasses that goes over your ears and stuff, you know. Oh, thank you, Ash. Oh my gosh, Ash the goat, give me back my glasses. The arms, that sounds right. But they've been squeezing my head, and I wonder if that's been part of the reason why I've been having these headaches recently. So I switched back to my contacts today. It feels nice. Yeah, Ash is here, guys. I'm gonna give a shout out to Cross Pass for all of the everything, but also because he streams too. Yeah, he does these really cool streams, and so you gotta check that out. Let me say hello to everyone. Hello to Chipper Pigeon, who got first yet again. Should get an award for that. Hello Amaya. Hello Say, who also took my glasses. Woven, who's really great at guessing words, apparently. What the heck? Naya, hello. Killer Flame, hello. Iris, hello. Oh, hi, Kate. Hello, Kate. Welcome in. Anna is quietly lurking. A Gary Dose appearance. That's true. Gary Dose has arrived. Zachary, who is here but not really. I think I got everyone. And Ash, of course. Jupilogy. Hello. I was still trying to figure out how to do frog with no O. Oh my goodness. Hime, where are your glasses? Yeah, the ear holder thingies, it's pretty good. Inuseko, hello. I need to get back into streaming. I've just been so busy. Yeah, I can't imagine what you would be busy with. Oh my gosh. No, yeah, please don't feel pressured to stream ever. Whatever quiet place of contemplation you need to get all of these eggs, you know, all of your ducks in a row, like, we appreciate you. I'm so excited for everything that is in store. I'm so excited for Covens. I'm just, like, on pins and needles. Oh, wait. Hang on, I just see it. There. I'm just on pins and needles waiting for Covens to get here because I think I've picked out the journal that I want to use for Covens. I am in a quiet place, soon everyone will visit that place too. Oh no! But yeah, I think I have picked out the book that I want to use for Covens. Hang on. Actually, before we get into Draconyme, I do, you know, maybe you guys can help me with this choice because I've got some, but they're beautiful. Hang on. Oh shoot, my desktop is a mess. Okay, hang on, let me move a few things. But let me show you, I wanted to show you a couple of the things that are in the running for, like, these are the journals I want to use for Covens, because I'm taking this very seriously. Like, I you know, full, cool fountain pen treatment for Covens. Okay, alright, hang on, let me get my, for some reason I don't have, video capture device. Yeah, please do not mind how that looks for a second. Give me a moment. Also, I was like going back and forth about the music that I was gonna use for today's stream, and then I remembered that Draconyme has its own soundtrack, so I don't have to worry about it, and that's what we're listening to is the Draconyme soundtrack, so in all seriousness, Ash is incredible and deserves infinite praise. You know those things where people do, like, you know those things comedians do where they have like a roast and everyone goes on and is just like roasting the heck out of this one person? Can we do that for Ash, but like the opposite of a roast? Just like, I guess, a glaze? So everyone just comes on and takes turns just glazing Ash for like all of the amazing things that he does on like a daily basis, as easily as breathing. Alright, anyway, let me grab some of these books I want y'all to see. Ugh. We got notebooks on parade. We praise him every chance we get. It's fun to make him squirm. No, 100%. Roast and glaze are both things you do to food. Nice coincidence. You want to glaze Ash for 1 to 2 hours, just marinate this man in praise? Yes. Exactly. Okay, so let me show y'all these books. These are the ones that I have in mind so far. Okay, so this is the first one. This is the one that I kind of, like, I least want to use, but it's cute. You know, it's very, like, it's like the fantasy, the crown and the moon. The thing I like about this, however, is it has the craft pages, so the pages are bright. I still can't believe it took less than 24 hours for Penthara to make it into Draconyme. Yeah, right? It's gotta have all the cat people. But yeah, once upon a time. So this is the first one that I had in mind. Sadly, I must return to the tax mines. Oh no, and you can't help choose a journal. Alright, so that's the first one that I have in mind. And then I have this one, which is very... Look, it's got this, like, rainbow foil kind of cover. I know it's hard to see it, but it does sparkle. It's not so silver, it does kind of change colors. And then it's got this on the page edges. Very fancy. This just has regular white pages. But yeah, so this is the second option. Very pretty. They're all pretty. It's just a matter of, like, maybe I'll just keep all of them on deck and then it'll just depend on the character, because maybe one of these will be more like a character than others. Alright, this is the third option. So this one is like ballet themed, I think, but it does feel very mystical still, and it has this really cool like lock cover. If you don't want to use it, I have an address you can send it to. Honestly, that'd be a fun giveaway to do when I start Covens, and I'll just give away one of the journals that I'm not using, you know? Oh, this is for Covens, not for, so I'm taking because Covens is getting shipped out soon. So this is actually has nothing to do with Draconium. I just wanted it is another Cross Paths game, so I wanted it. And then look, the cover opens like this. And it also has white pages, but it has this beautiful, like, inner page. That one. Oh, Hime, my FOMO. Oh no. Hi, Nether. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but but this journal, and I think the previous one I showed, came in a monthly box, so you cannot buy them. You cannot get them. That makes you, I don't know if that makes you feel better. Never mind, the VOD just realized my lunch starts in a view. That's funny. Yeah. Alright, this one's really pretty too. It's ridiculous. I've been saving this one for just the right purpose because it is redonkulous with the little lock cover. It's just beautiful. I think I need that second one more than air. Wait, the second one was this is the third one. Did you mean the sparkly star one? Yeah, I think I'll have to check, but I'm pretty sure this one came in a box, so I don't think you can get it. Because it was in one of those monthly subscription boxes. Well, it's not monthly. I have a quarterly box that I get from Archer and Olive. I think it came in a box. I don't believe you can get it on their website. This one is Archer and Olive. This one is Archer and Olive. This one is Notebook Therapy. I think this one you can get. No, I want the Shiny Stars one. Yeah, I don't think you can. You might check on their website because I don't remember 100%. I know the lock one. I know the lock one is 100% from a box because it was from like a theater themed box. This one I can't remember. So you might see if you can get it still, but so far okay. So far everyone's leaning towards the lock one. It is really fancy though, isn't it? I think it'd be really great for Covens, and it's hard to tell, but the front cover actually has these like kind of silver sparkles in it too. It's very pretty. Going now, lol. Yeah, it's Archer and Olive, so see if they have it. Look at it's very pretty. I want the red one for myself, lock one for Hime Covens, yeah. Well, remember, Killer Flame, I do owe you a notebook, so if you want this one for yourself, you can claim this one. I can put this one aside for you because, so the incentives for the Donathon, one of them is that I do create a journal for you. Like, I will use one of these journals that I have many blank ones, and, like, create spreads and stuff. So, Killer, like, seriously, if you want this one, I will set it aside for you, because you do get one. Because you've met that incentive. Yeah, I mean, it's okay if you don't want to, you can figure out the journal later, but if you're like, this is the cover, this is the one that I want, you know, then I can set this one aside. That way I know. Yeah. Ooh, let me pull open the Donathon image because I don't remember how much that was at. That incentive. There. Yeah, so for the Donathon, if you look at the personal incentives that are in the lower right, once you've donated a cumulative of 2,000 points, that's a lot of money. Just say that is a lot of money. This is like the most valuable thing I could think to do. I do create a journal for you. So I take one of these notebooks that I have and I create all the spreads in it. I will, you know, all the things, all the washi tape, all the stickers. I will create a journal for you, basically. So that is the one at the very, very end. Yeah. Well, I hadn't gotten around to, I'll have to do some sort of like notebook. Yeah, it is the most expensive out of all the incentives. It's at the very end. It is worth 2,000 points, which means that over the course of my Donathon, you are going to be contributing about $1,000 worth of stuff. But that's a very big amount of effort that goes into making these notebooks, and so it's the most valuable thing I could think to do with my time. So yeah. But yeah, so I can set it aside. I need to go through my notebooks with you at one point so you can see what else I have like to choose from. But okay, so you haven't even seen the fourth choice yet. Want to see the fourth choice? This one I think you can still get. I'm not sure. This wasn't an exclusive. I just don't know if it's like still in stock. But this is the last one. You ready? Look at that. This is also the biggest one. This is like almost letter size. I was just looking at that one. It is absolutely beautiful. I will say the inside is plain. It's not like a limited edition, so the inside is just regular white pages. It does have this pretty little rainbowy thing here, but the cover is beautiful, and it's that kind of like faux suede leather on the outside, so it's very soft to the touch. Please, I need them, boss, please. The music is perfect. Yeah, this is the DRAKONYM official soundtrack. So this one feels less Covens, but it's gorgeous. Yeah, that's what I think too. So this is, honestly, this is the one that I was leaning towards anyways, so I'm glad that you all agree. So when Covens gets here, I decided I would stream Covens when I get the physical stuff, because I do want it to be one of those analog streams, you know, since I've been, I haven't had one in a while, since the Hourglass Sings is over. I finished it. I got up to put the rest of my notebooks back on my notebook shelf. One moment. Ooh. Okay. Oh. It's very pretty. Whew. Okay. Alright, well, I'm glad. So basically you all have reaffirmed the decision that I originally made, so I feel good about that. Thank you, thank you. I'm going back to bed. The burb is bad for my debt. I know, I'm sorry. Purple is actually my fave color, but red is in second. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to show you the rest of my journals. I have quite a few in various different colors and things. That's because it's DRAKONYM. It does feel very DRAKONYM with the little dragon flying above and everything. But yeah, okay, so with that, I think we are good to start. Hang on, I'm gonna make myself Hi, Elle! Elle is lurking while working. You know, it's that time of day. Okay, so enough stalling. Let's have a look at DRAKONYM! DRAKONYM! So there was an update. I always wait and to download. So if I'm looking at something for okay, ever since I like started streaming cross-path stuff, I've learned the lesson of like, okay, I have to wait, like no point in downloading the PDFs before, you know, a week in advance or anything, because 100%, because this has happened so many times, 100% Ash is gonna pull out some crazy update like right before my stream. Yeah, exactly. Cue Ash sending out an update. Yeah, so Ash already sent out an update this morning. If Ash does another update during the stream, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Something wild. But yeah, so we're gonna have a look at this rulebook. I was extremely privileged to be able to have access to the pre-alpha solo rulebook, and so throughout my solo campaign that I've been doing of DRAKONYM, which I put on hold because after I knew that Ash was working on the solo rulebook, because I wanted to play with like the updated rules now that they were actually being worked on. So that's why I did not forget, you know, don't worry. I love this campaign dearly. I just wanted to wait until the rules were like updated again. He's already altered the PDF. Pray he doesn't alter it further. I already know he's gonna alter it further. You know, I it also, the thing is that my streams, I go through the books, and it's oftentimes the designer is watching my stream and then is like, oh shoot, I noticed a typo. Oh shoot, I noticed this other thing. And so, you know, my stream is also kind of like a beta test in a way, you know. So it's gonna happen. That's okay. But I'm so excited that this is coming out because that means I can start my Draconyme campaign again. And so I'm not starting the campaign over. The main thing is that I will be reading through the rulebook and then also taking notes of like where I will have to adjust my campaign. No, I don't mean your typos. I mean like when I did not even any of one of your games, but some other game that I played, and then I think the designer was in chat and was like, "Oh shoot, I see that typo." Like, I can't even remember which game it was, but it does happen. Pretty much, it is fairly common for updates to games to happen after my streams of them, so it's okay. Me, whenever Ash updates this, he can't keep getting away with this. I know, right? And yet he does. He will get away with it. Lovingly. Yeah, don't worry, Ash. I'm not pointing out any of your typos. I know. I may have a bird brain, but this bird brain knows fear, okay? But before another update mid-stream, oh no, please don't put that on me. But yeah, I'm very happy that everyone gets access to the solo rulebook now, because it did feel real bad every time someone was like, "Oh, you have the solo rulebook? When was that made available? Where can I get the solo rulebook?" And I was like, "Yeah, you can't. You can't have it. You can't. I'm sorry." And I felt really bad. But now all the backers can have it, so that makes me really happy. I remember getting Librarian's Apprentice and it got updated between when it showed up on the storefront and when I got to it, so like the version in the images on the site were already out of date. Yeah, which I think is really based that they did that to swap out that man's quotes, because we just do not need to give any more visibility to somebody like that. So, okay, so let's go through the book. Ah, look at that. I mean, I talk about the art in these Cross Paths games all the time, but like, dang, just look at that. This is so cool. It is also making me feel some type of way because I was just playing Monster Hunter yesterday and the things in Monster Hunter. Okay. The Blood Coliseum. Oh no. Yikes. Yay. Look at this. Alright, here's all of the credits, creative things, their inspirational touchstones, all that stuff. Good stuff. Yippee! Alright, look at all this stuff. Look at all these pages. Look at all these things. So much stuff. Alright, so there's some stuff that got updated. Which is neat. TP. Okay. Okay, so important disclaimer. This is an alpha copy. It's a work in progress. I put alpha in the title of the stream, so you know it is an alpha. It is subject to change. It is almost certainly going to change. Like, you know, it's fine. I always feel some type of way when I notice typos. Like, I gotta telepathically tell the book, "It's okay, baby, I still love you." I know, right? Yeah. Look at that. Okay, here we go. Yippee! Alright. The gameplay and solo rules. Solo play is a way to experience Akaroth without needing a group or a herald. Whenever I have people that are like, "What? You can solo TTRPGs?" Which, mind you, I still get people asking me that on a weekly basis. Usually when I'm in some actual play and I introduce myself and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm Himeutsugi, I'm a VTuber, my bread and butter is solo tabletop role-playing games," and they're like, "What do you mean solo?" Hey, what do you mean solo TTRPG? Hi Atomic, hi Silver! So yeah, pretty much on a weekly basis I have to explain what solo TTRPGs are. But yes, you don't need a DM. That's what it means. Hi Sunset! So this book is apparently standalone, so you don't need the core rule book, but here we are all about maximalism and supporting cross paths, so why get one book when you can get all the books? Come on, like, to me it's a no-brainer, you know? You could have one DRAKONYM book, or you could have, like, all of the DRAKONYM books, you know? Imagine not knowing what a solo TTRPG is or how it functions. Smug. Hey, every day could be somebody's first time seeing them, so I always reserve judgment. It's a niche within a niche, you know? TTRPGs are already pretty niche. I know it's getting bigger, but they're still relatively niche, and then solo TTRPGs are, like, more of a niche within the niche, so I don't judge. I just think it's funny that people watch me, of all, like they watch my channel and they're like, what's a solo TTRPG? Like, you've been here for over a week and you don't know what a solo TTRPG is? Alright, time to let me let you know. GM-less and solo are different things too. I don't know that they are. Because solo means you're playing without a GM, so I think they're similar. You can be GM-less without being solo, but you can't be solo without being GM-less, so it shouldn't be niche. It's just a randomized series of writing prompts with fun games between the writing bits, which sounds super fun. Yeah, I think that's the way I approach it. Although there's definitely solo RPGs that are more board gamey or strategy-like than story writing, you know. Hime, you taught me my solo ways. Wait, really? Aww. Wait, that's so touching. I love that. Anyone who, you know, if I can help somebody discover solo TTRPGs for the first time, that makes me really happy, because solo TTRPGs bring me a lot of joy. Even writing is niche, though. That is also true. Reading is niche nowadays. Imagine having 2 copies of the solo because you forgot the physical game with one. That is funny. I lurked your YouTube long before I had the courage to catch you live. Well, I'm so glad that you decided to come in live, because now you're such an important part of the community. I'm so glad that you're here. Covens of Midnight brought me to you. I'm so excited to stream more Covens. I think Covens of Midnight brought me to a lot of people. I think Ash discovered me because of my Covens video, actually. So if I hadn't bitten the bullet and just, like, streamed Covens, who knows? There's a lot of little decisions that I've made as a streamer and, like, which TTRPGs I chose to cover that led to a lot of what I have now, you know, and that Coven stream was definitely one of those, so. Same. Aww. Well, I'm so glad that you guys decided to stick around and you're still here, and here we are looking at DRAKONYM. Found the YouTube first as well, started with the general vids on how solo worked, being recently intrigued. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I think there's a place for everyone in solo tabletop games. There's lots of nuance. It's really, not all of them are about journaling and creative writing, so. Okay, so in this game, it's pretty much just D6s and a D12, so you don't need a full cadre of, like, the 7 set of dice, you know, you pretty much just need D6s. Usually it says you want 5 to 10, which, hey, I am a war gamer, so don't worry, I've got plenty of those. Plus I just got those beautiful ones from that Eat the Reich set, so I've got those 8 beautiful D6s that I just got. You're stuck with me, sorry not sorry. Yeah, I'm so glad that you're all here. Low-key flexing myself, seeing a YouTuber start doing videos about solo, when a while back I commented on one of his videos saying I was doing something solo, and he was like, hadn't really thought of doing that. Oh, I love that. Look at that. My friends and I are going to try to do a West March Coven server. Whoa! Wait, that sounds so cool. Wait, that is so neat. You know, that would be fun. I think it would be really fun to do Covens in parallel, like parallel play, you know, where you kind of are in each other's games, but not really, sort of thing. That'd be fun. Now you're giving me ideas. What if is it okay if I steal that idea? I don't know if I'll do a whole server. I might just do like a thread on my Discord server. But like, that'd be fun. Okay. So 6-sided die, the 12-sided die that you use for the shadow die, for risky things, right? So, you make the D6 pool. So basically, in this game, your attributes are telling you how many D6s to roll, and then you, so like if you have a I don't know, like a 5 in shadow and a 2 in world, and you have to roll a shadow world check, then you're rolling 7. You know, 7 d6s. And then there may be bonuses based on various things that you add to that. So, yeah. So this is how it works. A 5 is a success. Did we change it? Oh, yeah, okay, so it's the same. A 5 is a success, 6 is 2 successes. And then depending on the difficulty, that's sort of like how many successes you need in order to pass, right? So here, if it has a D3 difficulty, you need 3 successes to pass, so you need to roll like 3 5s, or maybe a 6 and a 5, or something like that, you know. Absolutely. Okay, well, thank you. I might steal that idea. Yeah, I think you said something to do with multiple people doing solo games in parallel. That was kind of how I imagined it, like doing solo stuff in a shared changing world. Yeah, I think that'd be really fun for Coven specifically. That way you could sort of share classes and ideas and stuff like that. I'm spreading cross paths to all of my Poké D&D friends. I love that. Dragging them kicking and screaming into Akarat is perfect. If you have Boon, choose up to X duplicate non-success results and re-roll them. Okay, so Boon is how many times you get to re-roll. I see. So that's changed now. So Boon used to be that 4s turned into 5s, and Bane used to be that 5s turned into 4s. I like this much better. So Boon is you get to, like, depending on how much Boon you have, you can re-roll those. And they get added. Yeah, okay, I see. Boon 2. Oh, okay, this is very board gamey, so you get to choose. So here, for example, if you have Boon 2, you could choose 2 and 3, so you can reroll all your 2s and 3s. Oh, the strategery! The strategery! That's so fun. Okay. I love the... Oops. I love the idea of being able to play off others' ideas and events and see how it changes the stories. I recently played a game where rolling middle results on 2d6 was bad, like the 2 through 5 and 9 through 12 were different types of good. Oh, that sounds interesting. Okay, so they've changed Bane and Boon since the last time I looked at it. That's fun. Track your rider stats, inventory, grit, mana, convictions, bonds, etc. Okay. Oracle table. Okay, you do need a full dice set for the Oracle tables. I see. Okay, that makes sense. The Oracle tables, there's a lot of them, especially in solo, right? The game came way better when I added second wind dice. People love it. Yeah, no, I think this is way better of a... Because I used to think like, dang, but what if you don't roll any 4s? Then the boon isn't really a boon, but this is much better. I love this. Like, that's super dynamic. It's a lot of fun, so kudos. Okay. Progress tracks represent how close you are to completing a goal, defeating a threat, or uncovering a secret. Draw them as, oop, music is a little loud. Just realize. Not the mic. My mic is fine, it's the music. There we go. Sorry, the music was a bit loud. Didn't realize. Okay, segmented bars or clocks. I like clocks, so you'll notice in my Draconium game, it's like all clocks. But now people are more powerful and spellcasters actually cast. Ah. It 100% takes a minute to get used to. No, it feels... It's very intuitive to me just because it's very board gamey. There's lots of board games that are like that, so I think it's fine. 6 to 8 cause you to lose your action. Oh, I see. Could imagine something like that where there are factions having the background faction activity going on and affecting the world independently. So like faction A pushes into faction B's territory, faction C is gathering followers, etc., which affects everybody's world. Like, whoa, suddenly this spot of faction B territory I'm in is covered in people from faction A. Yeah, that'd be really neat. Or it's like almost a play-by-post where you're playing in parallel, but the time is passing by the same amount. So like you wait until everybody has played through a week before continuing. Might be fun. Like more explicitly picturing this with Root. Yeah, I could see it. Root is such a fun board game too. I've actually never really looked at the rulebook for the Root role-playing game, but the board game is so much fun. Okay. So there's hero points gained from critical successes and void marks, which of course you get from using the shadow die because it is there to bail you out of situations, but you know, actions have consequences, you know. Yep, we already talked about that. Single attribute checks, you just double that. Okay, so that part is very very common for these kind of systems. Fabula Ultima is like that too, so if you're just doing like I don't know, like an intelligence check or whatever, you just double it. I love the void marks, big angst potential, right? It's so good. Difficulty. In Draconym, you resolve actions by rolling a dice pool, counting successes. Right, so you just count the number if you meet or beat to pass the check. Or it's free form, so you're just kind of seeing how many successes you get. So, like, I think of it this way. Whenever I do these kind of checks, I think of it almost like a percentage, right? So if I get to roll 5 dice for this check, if I get 5 successes, then that's like flying colors. I performed the best of my ability. Whereas I only got 3 out of 5, then it's like, you did okay, you did average, you know? So it's like kind of based on the character's abilities in a way, based on that dice pool, because that dice pool is determining how many potential successes you could get, which mind you could get 6s as well, but I think of 6s as bonuses rather than like being your base power. Someone collates the results, puts the actions on a shared calendar, and then publishes the weather for the next week. Oh, that'd be neat. Yeah. I got the deluxe RPG thing, so I've been slowly chipping away through it. I like it, and it's up there in games I'd both run and play. I see. Okay. Okay, setting difficulty, yep. Ooh, you can say all actions are D3 to succeed, or you can use this. I like this better, because this allows for more interesting things to happen without you having to worry about what the difficulty is for every single thing, you know? I like that. Which, if you're like, well, it's not possible for me to get 5+ with the stat I have, okay, so then it's not possible for you anyways based on that stat. So if you're trying to sneak through something and your sneak stat sucks, then of course you're not going to get a major success, you know? I think that makes sense. Okay, so boon, okay. Oh, wait. This is the original boon and bane. So do you get to choose... Do you get to choose between this and the second wind dice? They both exist. Okay, so it's interesting. But if you use the second wind dice, does it use up the boon? How long does the boon last then? Because couldn't you just not do this? Okay, so the original boon and bane of like a 4 is a success, a 5 is not a success, still counts. So let's say you roll, okay. So let's say you roll a 4, 5, 1, 1, 5. You have boon 1. Suddenly that's 3 successes. Okay. Oh, but then you have the second wind if you... Okay, I see. Yes, I think I got it. The check needs 4 success to pass. Okay, right. So that's when you would need the second wind to like, okay, well, I'm gonna re-roll the 1s. Since I only have boon 1, I can only pick one number, but so I choose the number 1 since there's 2 of them, and then I could re-roll the 2 1s, right? And then hopefully get a success there. Ah! Okay. Then because you have boon 1, you re-roll 1s and pray to me that you pray to Ash! Pray to me that you pass is crazy. I like the potential to combine it with the board game to like set up the map like Riverfolk are over here. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So you have both. Ah, okay, I see. I gotcha. By the way, I'm drinking my wild cherry sparkling water, so I'm sipping on it. Hi, Viper! Okay, well, I gotcha. Here are the stats, or the attributes, right? So we've got body, physical might, gods, which is your emotional presence, connection to the divine, etc. Mind, which is intelligence, perception. Shadow is your agility, kind of dexterity, so just finesse in general. Soul is your inner strength and willpower, and then world is your, it's like nature, connection to land, like understanding history, all of that stuff. Neat. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, I think that second wind dice is like a game changer though, because whenever I had Bane or whenever I had Boon, but I didn't have any 4s, I was always like, this is not helpful. But yeah. Ooh, Ash. Could it work in reverse order where I have Boon, and I don't have any 4s, but then I re-roll and I have a 4 after I re-roll, so then that re-rolled 4 turns into a success? Like it's like either order? Yes. Oh, okay. Sweet. Okay. I got it. I got this. I love that. A++. Okay. Hero points are granted when you do something heroic or roll 3 6s in solo play. Heroes can hold up to 3 hero points at a time. This goes up to 6 in solo play. Okay, cool. We can hold up to 6 hero points. So when you roll 3 6s, I'm assuming it's 3 6s at once. It suddenly makes rerolls 50%. Okay, yeah, I love that. Yeah, that's a lot more helpful with Boon and Bane. So Boon is way better than it was. Bane was strangely more powerful because it took stuff away. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because if you get a 5, it goes away. Okay. Yeah, that's really neat. I like that. I feel like that adds a little bit more chance. That adds more chance to it and is more interesting than just the original thing by itself. Psychology. Yeah, oh my gosh. Genius stuff. Okay. So you can start each session with 1 hero point. Uses: gain a boon, give an ally plus 1d6 or boo, reroll a check, change the narrative. Ooh, okay, these are fun. I know a guy, I've seen this before. Flashback, chance encounter, that reminds me. Oh, that's fun. I gotta have printouts of these to put around my desk or something because I have to remember all these things. That's neat. Okay. Okay, because I had wondered, because I don't think it was really in the book before, what to do with hero points when you're playing solo, but this is great. This is awesome. Okay. So, yeah. So when you roll 3 6s or when you do something heroic. Okay. So you kind of decide for yourself. Neat. Okay. So then, on paper, perfectly balanced, but due to negativity bias, you needed 2 boon to feel the same strength as 1 bane. That makes sense. Yeah. Right. That makes sense. Shadow die table. Yep. So this is your wonderful chance for something good to happen, and yet also sometimes things will go against you. Alright. Disaster. Complication, no change, opportunity, a miracle. This is why I'm gonna transfer stuff to my obsidian vault. So much stuff, but it's all good stuff. Yay. Void marks. In solo play, there's no herald to grant you a boon, push you onto the defensive, or decide when the world turns against you. Void marks takes that role. They build as you take risks, and they build faster when you reach for power that a lone hero should not have. Oof. Okay, the void has 10 boxes. Mark them from left to right as you gain marks, and clear them from right to left as you spend them. Marks carry over between sessions. They do not reset at a rest. When you gain marks, whenever you roll the shadow die, take marks based on the result. Some events you encounter may add or remove void marks from your track. Tempting fate. Sometimes you need a hand, so instead of hero points, you can tempt fate. Declare a temptation, take the cost, then apply the effect. Oh no, this reminds me of prayers at Choir of Flesh. This feels like being led to the dark side of like, oh, you want something magical to happen? Pray and hope you don't roll a 1 or a 100. That's what I remember from prayers. I remember streaming when we were doing Choir of Flesh on stream during the marathon, and it was me and Kappa and Alex T in chat being like, pray, use the prayer, do it. Oh my god, that was so this is what this reminds me of, the temptation. Having like, see, this is a little bit nicer than prayers, at least you know what you're getting, whereas in prayer you could just roll and get something absolutely terrible. But oh shoot. Bend the tails, change something about the scene in your favor. I love the idea of you doing this and knowing exactly what is being changed, right? But the people around you don't. So like, you pray to the gods and something happens and you're aware of the change that has happened, but others are not. And I don't know, the narrative potential there is so good. I love Axel, but I kind of want to do a Draconymm campaign that's like super dark. Like a really dark, like getting revenge kind of a story, you know? That would be so much fun. Actually, it would be absolutely soul-wrenching, but fun. Gatekeep, gaslight, girl boss. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is beautiful. I love this too because I think the thing with stuff like this, because I came across something similar when I was trying to come up with like debt mechanics in Ballads of Dawn, is like, how are you going to tempt people to use this mechanic, right? And I think that, you know, just the shadow die by itself is fine, but I think having this with like temptation and tempting fate is so good, because it's like, oh, you just, you know, for just 2 marks and you have 10 boxes. 2 marks is nothing. And you get a success. You know, like after seeing it, you get to just add a success. Easy. Right? Or like, uh-oh, you're about to die. Well, of course you don't want to die. It's only 3 marks. What's 3 marks? But over time, you know, always love push your luck mechanics. Like, go on, take the gamble. It'll probably be good, but yeah, exactly. So I feel like designing it in a way where the player is actually tempted, and that's why it's funny that it's like tempting fate. The player is actually tempted to use it. Because I never used the shadow die. I just never saw a need to, you know? But these I would definitely be tempted to use. It's a Hime, I'm never gonna die, so far so good. Yeah, Raguna never die, Raguna never die. Right? And the consequences of hitting 10 are also appealing. I mean, they hurt, but the way of getting rid of them is so good, yeah. So also stuff like in Coriolis, you don't really immediately feel the negative, so it's like, cool, I just got a free reroll, but then later you get reminded it wasn't really free. It's the later is the key point there. And that's what's so cool about this, is you don't immediately, oh, thank you for my glasses back, Sunset. You don't immediately feel the effect, right? Like, yeah, you just get a reroll, and you only get 2 marks, or 1 mark or whatever, like for re-rolling your whole dice pool. Like, yeah, it's only 1 mark. Oh, thank you. Goodness gracious. It's only 1 mark. What's the big deal? But then later when you hit the 10 and you're like, oh gosh, if only I hadn't gotten that 1 extra mark, you know? Ooh, that's tough. Ooh, that's tough, but that's good. One doesn't take pleasure in rolling the shadow die, but this does put a smile on my face, right? This is beautiful. This is beautifully designed. Great work, sir. Okay, so clearing marks. Normally marks do not clear until you reach the 10th box, but you have some options. Okay, reflect. So you can clear 1. Yeah, I could honor a bond. When you act against your own interest to protect your dragon or an ally, clear 2. Okay, cleanse. During a downtime, you spend an activity to offer something to the gods and clear 3 marks. Okay, yeah. Dravix, a dragon item, or make a vow. Ooh. Okay. When you mark the 10th box, finish the action you are taking, then the void brands you. Ooh. Oh, goodness. Once per session, when you roll a disaster or complication on the shadow die, you must re-roll your action. If you fail, the consequences are the worst they could ever be. Oh my gosh. Those dice were so much more violent than I intended. What do you mean? You knew what would happen. You knew what would happen if you threw those dice at me. What did you think was gonna happen? You silly rat. Take Bane 1 on all social checks. NPCs you fail checks on turn their back to you. Oh! I actually didn't know. I'd never seen it. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. You just pelted me with dice. I see. I see how it is, Raguna. I see how it is. I'm gonna remember this. Thanks for the head pats. See, this is what my community does. They abuse me and then they give me head pats. It's a time-honored tradition at this point. I saw we. It's okay. I forgive you. You may hold up to 3 brands at a time. Rolling the same brand twice will cause them to stack. You can stack them. Oh my god, this is so... Oh man. A vow is sworn like an oath. Say it aloud and write it on your sheet and make it a deed, not an emotion. Find peace is not a vow. Carry my brother's blade back to the keep that exiled him is. A good vow has 3 parts. Why does this feel like smart goal setting? Like, when you're setting smart goals, it can't be vague. It has to be achievable. This is giving me some horror flashback. Alright. A good vow has 3 parts. A deed. A cost of fiction. Okay, right. Such as. Oh, so these are the ones that go with specific brands. Yep, that's fun. I mean, aren't SMART goals just quest but corporate? Yeah. You know, when you put it that way, it makes me feel a lot better about my work-related SMART goals. So now if I just think in my head, like, I'm fulfilling a quest, suddenly it's gonna be a lot, like, more, something that I don't have to worry about so much. Like, I can take some pride in, like, don't worry, it's not a SMART goal. I'm doing a quest. Yeah, see, the brand's hurt, but narratively so good. I know. Hi, Fallen Rain. Yeah, exactly. Man, I love it. Love to see it. A brand cannot be cleansed at a shrine, slept off, or paid away. It clears only when you resolve its vow in the fiction. When you do, the brand lifts and the scar it leaves becomes part of who your hero is. Multiple brands. If you reach 3 brands, then you have a day to try and rid yourself of a brand. If you fail to get rid of it, then fate will deem you unfit to carry on, and you are plucked from the timeline. Oh my goodness. Just like, shoop, and you're gone. I see. That's... Yeah, so just don't get 3 brands. Easy GG's. Okay. Attacking. All weapons in Draconium include a weapon bonus. Okay, I think this is the same. Yeah, so similarly, it's just number of successes, right? And there's like different tiers based on your damage. So, like, let's say if you get 1 success, then this is how much damage you do. If you get 4 successes, you do this much damage, and so on and so forth. So which I've always loved that. So it hits, usually, you just do more or less damage, right? I really love this battle system in Draconium. Spell casting. Yep. Base spell technique, augmentations, and then you cast. Yippee! And then same thing, number of successes, stuff happens. Oh. If you fail your spell, you don't lose any mana. Oh, that's nice. If you fail your check, you lose AP, but not the mana, which, okay, that makes sense. Defense. Players defend against enemy attacks using defense slots rather than rolling checks. Okay, you got wounds. Yep. Yeah, try not to die. You can spend defense slots to step a hit down. Each time you drop a tier, it costs 2 slots. Yep. Costs a lot in the end. That's neat. Yeah, this is a really fun mechanic too. Partner actions. To perform actions, partners have a pool of points known as bond points. They act on your turn but do not roll independently. When your partner performs an action, for general rolls and checks, choose your attribute plus partner's attribute plus any bonuses. When fighting alongside your partner, you may direct it to attack as part of your turn. Okay. Partner here being your dragon, right? I see. I haven't gotten to this point yet because Opal is not quite at the level where she can do anything yet, so I haven't quite gotten to where Opal can do stuff, so I can't really tell if this changed or not because I kind of glossed over this because, like I said, Opal can't really do anything yet. She's still a baby. I think she's technically a toddler now, so I think she still needs 1 more level up before she can actually do anything. It has changed. Okay, cool. I figured something had changed. I know the whole partner thing is a little different. I just am not as privy to, like, I'm not as aware of how it's changed because I never use these mechanics because Opal hadn't gotten there yet. You'll need to basically rebuild TBH. I won't lie to you. Okay. I mean, that doesn't bother me because I hadn't really done anything with Opal yet. So, okay, I'll make a note of this then. So that is something I will have to do, is to respec Opal. Again, I hadn't done anything. I'm not attached to anything on her stat sheet because we hadn't done anything yet, so no big deal. I'll make a list. I'm gonna type up a little to-do list on what I need to do before next time. To do before session 9. Dang, I streamed 8 sessions of Draconium. Oof, next one would be session 9. That's awesome. Okay, so respec. Respec Opal stat sheet. Easy enough. Okay. Actually, do I have obsidian? There we go. Alright, so I'll just add these to do before session 9 list here. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Partners do not die if their rider dies. Yeah! Yeah, we know that! We know that. All the tragic things that can happen there if the rider dies and the partner doesn't. It'll just be like a Hachiko story where they just wait forever. Man. Or not. I guess it just depends. I just thought about something terrible that happened in that one Legends of Akaroth very short campaign that I did. Waymates or simplified companions, characters. Yep. Yeah, I just play Tink as if he's like a whole separate character, so I appreciate that the Waymate system is here. I just don't really use it myself. Like, I know the idea is that it's easier to do, but I just control my other characters like they're a whole separate character. It's fine. Duet play with an action economy. That's nice. A rider can hold 4 hero points, which makes sense, because then that way each of you has 4. Neat. I love this art with a little hee. That's so cute. Love that. Okay. Epic creatures. We'll get there someday. Romancing rules. Here they are, you guys. Here they are. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I got this book yesterday that just came out, which I have reposted it on Blue Sky several times, but if you have not gotten it, the book is called The Stars. Oh, what is it? It is called The Stars Will Be Our Ocean, and it has the main character is paired with like an alien basically, and it was like for fans of Mass Effect. Like, yeah, I see what your inspiration was, so I don't know, when I see this is what makes me think of is like fantasy version. I might do the dual PC thing myself because the idea of giving my Waymate his own dragon has a lot of appeal. Oh, I love that. That's fun. Here's romance. A romantic connection progresses through 4 tiers. Each tier reflects the emotional closeness between the characters and how deeply they trust one another. You cannot skip tiers. Relationships take time, effort, and meaningful moments to grow. Oh. This is so cute. To advance a romantic bond by 1 tier, you need all 3 of the following. Spend a downtime activity, pass a check set by the imagining that this needs to be reimagined a little bit for solo, so maybe like a table to be like, okay, this is the check, like you're at this level so you need this check, and so on and so forth. Story reason, something meaningful must have happened, which I like that better, for it to like advance in a way that makes sense, you know, like, okay, we're at this point, so it goes, I deleted Harold but didn't rewrite. I figured I wasn't going to say it. Hi Revy! But yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Type. I wasn't gonna say the word. I wasn't gonna say the word. I was just, no. I was trying to avoid saying the word. I am nothing if not an agreeable burb. Anyway, you may grant automatic advancement after pivotal story moments such as saving their life, enduring a shared trauma, etc. Yeah, see, I think that sort of advancement makes a lot of sense too. When you spend a downtime activity courting someone, describe what you do together. Oh, cute. Cute, cute, cute. I love it. I had seen it last night. The urge was so strong. No, listen. We all need... I already got in trouble though, KK. Okay, cool. Targeted check, freeform, okay. Yeah, approval and disapproval. Yeah, see, this is the system that I really like from Keeping Contact, is like this sort of like, does it resonate with their values or not? This makes a lot of sense though. Yeah, so when you act in a way that resonates with NPC's values, you gain boon on your next courting or social check with them. Yeah. Or you get bane if you did something that they disapprove of. Oh, I love that. If you accumulate 3 instances of disapproval without addressing them, the relationship drops by 1 tier. Oh, that's so good. Oh, this is so good. Oh, I love this. I love this a lot. That being said, I'm gonna have to start another Draconym campaign at some point because this one with Axel, I love Axel, but this is very, like, I just don't really see romance being a big part of his story. This is like pure adventure. So, Sims, yeah. Telegraphing value, right. You cannot make meaningful choices if they do not know what the NPC cares about. Show values through reactions. Let NPCs flinch, bristle, soften, or withdraw in response to the world. Makes sense. Each romantic interest should have a personal quest. This is an unresolved thread in their life that they cannot face alone. Completing a quest grants automatic advancement by 1 tier. No check or downtime spend required. Yeah, that makes sense. That's cool. Okay, neat. Milestones, then trusted companions. Ah. You may court more than 1 NPC, but once 2 reach drawn, you should start to introduce tension. NPCs are also people, not collectibles. It's true. 'Tis true. Rivals are story complications. Yep. If you betray a devoted or bonded partner, they become scorned. All milestone benefits are lost immediately. Repairing the bond requires extraordinary effort and a new atonement-focused personal quest. Yeah. No, I want to collect all the NPCs. What do you mean? Neat. Okay, cool. Fun. Okay, so they have different roles. Yeah, this does make it easier. It's a lot more simplified than having to create a whole new character sheet. See, this is nice. I think this is simpler than the Waymate, and I think easier to manage. I see. But it just comes down to personal, like, you can have a full new character with all the same bells and whistles as a regular character, or you could do Waymate, or you could do this. So you've got different levels of, like, complexity based on what you want, you know? Except... Oh, Tome players, bet. Except in TTRPGs, you can make your dream poly-rat exactly. NPCs allegedly not being collectibles reminds me of yesterday watching a friend play Palia, or Pal World, one of those, literally going around collecting humans. Probably Pal World, but yeah, that's wild. Okay, neat. Alright. Oh, look at them. Look at them. Aren't those just the NPCs from Covens, though? Right? Love to see it. Hee. Yes, lol. Okay. See, this is where it is nice to be, whatchamacallit, to be aware of and like a fan of multiple cross paths games, because all of the little Easter eggs of like, oh, look at them. The art from Covens itself that makes me so happy. Look at them. That's so sweet. Okay, here we go. Crafting your writer. Hee. Okay, so this is where you can build your character. I won't lie, I added in, was like, I actually like this, we'll leave it as an Easter egg. Yeah! Like I said, it makes us who are into multiple cross paths games really happy. I love this. It's really sweet. 'Cause it's like, oh, it's Coven. But it just goes to show how much all of the worlds of your different games are connected, you know? So it is an Easter egg, but it's also kind of like, yeah, of course it's there. Okay. Crafting your rider. Okay. I may gloss over this section a little bit because, you know, it's the character creation setting and I'm not sitting around making a character right now, but still. Okay, choose your kin, choose your careers, gears, kits, leveling up. There's no XP. Leveling up is done during downtime with a milestone system. Okay. We're encouraged to explain how you train during this time to earn your level up. Max level is 10. Yep. Has that always been a milestone system? I guess I can't remember. But nice. The hi tiny tiefling? Yep, okay. Milestone system. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. We'll get to that. Choose 2 solo perks at level 1. I didn't want to do the maths for XP. Makes sense. Neat. But then I did for Loa. Yeah, but Loa makes sense that Loa would use XP if it's trying to be more like traditional JRPG, you know. Ahoy, 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 ahoy! Welcome in. Okay, neat. Oh, these are fun. You get to choose 2. If your hero joins the table with a herald, remove all the solo perks. Okay. Follow the thread, keep moving. Arginalia. Once per downtime, when you record your adventure, settle 1 open question from it, however you choose, without a roll. Write it down. It is now true. When you return to a settlement or region from prior play, establish 1 useful contact, route, or remembered detail grounded in what happened there. Oh, that's fun. Once per adventure, re-roll an oracle or prompt result and use either answer. Note the unused result. It becomes true somewhere else. Oh, I love that. That's so fun. Okay. Once per scene, let your partner's love, fear, or instinct determine their response instead of consulting an oracle. Yeah. Here's the character sheet. Doesn't look horribly different to me. Alright, so here we're gonna ooh and ah over all of the kin again. Here's the arbor! Ooh, ah. The Drakari. Ooh, ah. There's the dwarf. Ooh, ah. Especially because some of these were not here the last time I opened this book, so I'm like actually ooh-ahing. The elf. Oh, she's so pretty. Ooh, ah. The fairy. This is just a sketch, but it already looks really cool. Love that. Fairies are tiny, mischievous kin with translucent wings, sharp features, and usually laugh at the misfortune of others. Looks at Say. Their skin shimmers faintly in moonlight, ranging from mossy greens to deep violets, and their eyes are far too large for their heads. They smell faintly of petrichor and overripe fruit. That's so cool. Look at that. The Gnawborn. Hee hee. So cute. Ooh, ah. The Human. Ooh, ah. What is this? Kashai. Kashai or Vulpine Spirit. Oh, right. Yeah, this is new. Look at that. Look at this dude. Kashai are Vulpine spirits who originate in the space between realms, commonly known as the Void. They appear as humanoid foxes with soft fur, sharp eyes, and 1 or more flowing tails that shimmer faintly when caught in the right light. Not usually born in the plane of Akaroth, the Kashai have been known to stick around and embed themselves in Akarothian traditions. They're extremely rare, to a point that many Akarothians believe seeing a Kashai in the day is a blessing, but an omen if seen at night. Neat. Lifespan unclear. Kashai do not age in Aqua Rock. Yep. Look at that. Oh my goodness, it's the Panthara. Panthara are feline kin who originate in Aslana, the Spice Lands as many call it, an iron-fisted regime, but wealthy resources forged to people who learn to survive on wit, agility, and their own strength. Look at that. Look at them! Wow, this Panthara actually looks like a panther. Very fancy. I just think about poor Viora. Viora is so cute and tiny. This is like a legit, you know, look at that. That's neat. The Halfkin, Okay, so we have a different image of Halfkin now. Oh, that's neat. You have triple heritage. Hmm. Why do I feel like... Oh, that's right. I forgot that there's some that are here in the solo book that are not in the core rulebook and vice versa, because I was like, Axel's not here, but then I remembered. This book making me question my sexuality and I don't dislike it. Fair enough. Here's the classes. Drake Master. Oh, that's new, I think. I don't remember seeing this one. Drake Masters are the rare few whose souls are entwined with dragons. They are riders who value their partners above all else. They took the call to bonding further than most. Some Drake Masters soar across the skies on sweeping wings, raining fury from above. Others fight side by side with grounded drakes, their movements entwined in perfect rhythm. There are very few in Akaroth who have mastered partners in the bond, but a Drake Master can make other riders envious with their prowess. Ew, look at that. That's so fun. Aww. Hey Hime, is Blue Sky down right now? I oddly can't check if you did a go live post. Oh, you know what? I think you're right. Blue Sky is down. Let me have a look real quick and see. Cause that's wild that I wouldn't have made a Blue Sky post. And I certainly didn't forget to make a Blue Sky post yesterday. It's taking me a second to check, so sorry. Give me 2 seconds while I continue to check. I licorice tea! You know what? Kai, I think Blue Sky is back up now. You should look at it right now. Yeah. Blue Sky really needs to work on their service. You know, it's because everything is vibe coded. That's why mysteriously my going live posts don't show up for some reason. You know? Yeah. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not down. Yes, it is! Well, it's not anymore. It's fine now. So proud of you, I know. I don't use Blue Sky, I use Witch Sky now, so, you know, same idea. Thanks for the reminder, Kai. Okay. Let's see here. That art is so cute. I know, right? Look at them. So cute. Hi, Fred. Okay. Blue Sky is vibe coded. Yeah, you didn't see all of the... There's been a lot of drama about it, but yeah, they openly admitted to it. It's pretty terrible. Okay, so yeah, so I use Witch Sky now. The Fighter. Yeah, we're looking at the new alpha rulebook for the solo rules for Draconium. I love. First time hearing about Draconium. Well, I'm glad this gets to be your first experience. I love Draconium. I have streamed it quite a bit. Yep, Fighter. This is the job class I chose for my character in my solo campaign. Axel. Axel is a fighter. Specifically, he is in the Gladiator subclass. Look, it's a parrot! Draconium is cross paths, isn't it? Yes, it is. I am a stan for cross paths. I usually avoid any kind of drama. I prefer to eat cookies. Fair enough. Oh, I have some cookies downstairs. Witch Sky or Witch Sky? The second one. Here, I'll link to it. That's what I use now. Witch Sky. It's prettier to look at, too. Okay. Look at that parrot! Okay, the mage. Mages are fun. Tink is a mage. So the secondary character that I have, who is my main character's brother, that's in the party as well, is a mage. I get the best of both worlds. I have a fighter and a mage. And a little dragon. A very different parrot, but like, true. I'm blue. Babadita Bandai. Okay, look at that. Yippee! The maker. We're looking respectfully. Crafter of wonders with a skill at forging power into anything they want or need in that moment. Ooh. Makers are the free thinkers of Akaroth. Where others wield steel or spell, a maker thinks outside the box. Their strength lies in the spark of invention and ideas that always pop up. Some makers are humble tinkers who turn broken scraps into marvels. Others are master smiths whose hands can set runes blazing across steel. A few are visionary alchemists whose mixtures alter flesh, spirit, and fate. They walk roads littered with raw materials and unfinished ideas. Their packs clatter with tools, prototypes, and half-born wonders. On the battlefield, a maker is never unarmed, for every moment is a chance to assemble something new and control chaos. If I did a prequel to my Draconium campaign that was about Axel's dad, this is what it would be about. Axel's dad would be a maker. It's fun. Yeah, cookies! That's fun. I love this idea. Yeah, you could craft an automaton and do all sorts of fun stuff. It's like it's the artificer, tinker, bombardier. It is fun. Plus, you get to have characters that look like that. It's very like kind of fantasy, steampunky. Okay, the mystic. Ooh. Spellcaster who takes the raw magic and turns them into an infinite variety of wonders and terrors. There's a fine line between physical form and spiritual energy. Ooh, okay. Maybe like the monk, kind of, but not exactly. Okay, I guess not. Gives some monk vibes, but it's like... Mystics walk along the fine line between physical form and spiritual energy. They hone their internal power through self-discipline, meditation, and by developing control over their breath and will. As they develop these skills, they are able to tap into the dormant energy around them. A mystic uses magic as a tool for either defense or attack, or to connect it with other energies. They continue training until it's no longer possible to distinguish what a person is thinking versus moving. When their concentration becomes so focused, it can be felt as a tangible force, and when they reach this point, their inner spirit will respond. That's cool. Magic monk, but not a monk. Yeah, that's the impression that I get too. Fantasy steampunky, and now that I think about it, also the human-animal hybrids got me hyped for the monstrous book I ordered to come in Saturday. Nice! That's fun. Like that. Oh, there is a surprise quest. If 50 points are donated within 15 minutes, I will change to my chibi model for 15 minutes. Also, during these surprise quests, and only during these surprise quests, if you follow this channel, it counts as a point. Cool. Ooh, oh, I love this art. Oh my gosh, this makes me so happy. Look at that. That's super cool. More cultists. They have the best perks I've ever designed. Okay, I'm cookie eater number 3 minus 1. I love this. That's fun. Yeah, these perks are great. Body as vessel. Breath of the cast through pain. Ooh. Still body. Meditate, Echo Bond, Heart Mirror. Yeah, you have too many cool classes. How am I supposed to, like, you know, choose one? We're respectfully looking here. What's the vibe of this game? It's hard to distill down because calling it a fantasy TTRPG doesn't quite do it justice. Narrative first, you get to have a companion like that has narrative aspects to it, so like having a dragon is one thing because you can have like little minions in other games than this, but I think this is the first game I've seen where your bond with your dragon is like driven by the narrative, and it's not just a matter of like, oh, you have a little dragon, ooh, it leveled up and now it can do this other skill, but that you have to actually bond with it and make decisions that are in line with its goals and values for it to warm up to you and stuff like that. So I don't know how to best distill it down. A fantasy RPG where you get to bond with a dragon, or at least one dragon of your own. And it has a lot of really interesting character classes with perks, and I don't know, I really love the way that battle and combat is done in this game. I love a lot of things about this game, obviously, but it's hard for me to distill it down to like, this is the vibe, you know? I would just say that as I'm going through the rulebook today, if it sounds interesting to you, you should check it out. Well, this is just the solo rulebook. There are more classes and more kin, more perks in the core rulebook. This does not have everything. This is like distilled down for like solo play, and these are some job classes that might be helpful for solo play, you know what I mean? So if you want more stuff, you have to get the core rulebook, which I linked to in the pinned message there. So you can have a look at the core rulebook, which is currently, it's not like it won't get any changes, because I think there's still editing and stuff to be done, but it is in a finished enough state that they are putting it out for people. The Strider. Ooh. I was about to say it's fantasy Aragorn, and then I realized what I was about to say and I stopped. Just run a party with every class in it. That would be a ginormous party for... That's a lot. They are the only class that can blend 2 spells. I love that. That's fun. Striders walk the wild, so I can be this hot alone. I'm in. You can. Look at that. Striders walk the wild and forgotten places of Akaroth, moving with the quiet confidence of those who do not need roads to find their way. They are monster hunters, scouts, wanderers, and protectors of realms that civilized folk rarely see. They know they work a thankless job, but they will always do what they can to help. A strider knows the smell of an approaching storm, the meaning of broken twigs, and the signs of something waiting just beyond a firelight. I can read, I promise. Look at that. There's Hunters, Longshot, Stalker, ooh, Trailblazer, and Wardbreaker. Neat. Ooh, these are fun. Yep. Here's the careers. This is another one of the classes, but it's from the main rulebook. Making the party a real party. I know, right? So here we have the careers, which I think is really fun because sometimes you have a job class, but that's not necessarily all that there is to it. So this is where we get into the careers. So we have the chroniclers. Record the world as they pass through it. Their records have power. Oh, this reminds me of you, Tama. Chronicler always carries always. A chronicler always tries to carry proof of their deeds. Names, dates, maps, and stories that open doors, settle disputes, and outlive the people in them. Oh, that's fun. Rip. I didn't say it. I'm not saying it. I'm not gonna say it. I can't. No! No! I'm not gonna say the word. I love this art. Look at that. Look at this. That's super deep. It's okay. I just had to think for a second. Oh, is that the only... is that the only career that's in the solo book? Okay. So we have the lore master and the story keeper. Okay. If you read the disclaimer, you'd know why. There's a disclaimer. They pick 2 careers game. There's a disclaimer. By the way, full off topic, today I found a neat plugin of Obsidian called Hearth that make a fancy homepage. Oh, okay, I'll have to look at that. That's neat. Oh, the introduction. It was in the introduction page. No, I did read the introduction page. What the heck? I did read this. I did read it. Oh, I see. Additional careers. I see. I gotcha. I did read it. I just forgot. I did read this. I just forgot. Listen, you can blame my bird brain. That's all. Okay, okay. There's gonna be more. I was gonna say. There's the secret 6th partner. I see. I see. I see. They did not. I did read. I did! It was on the screen! That's okay. Yeah, the careers are really fun because you can mix and match between, like, your job of what you do on the outside versus kind of what your other skills are that may not align to it, you know? So that's a lot of fun. This one is neat, though. And I think for solo it makes a lot of sense, too, if you decided to play this. Me when my eyes were momentarily pointed in the direction of words. Listen, there's a lot of words here, and there's a lot of very beautiful pictures that I have to look respectfully at. I just realized I'm wearing a t-shirt that has my face on it. That's funny. It's a comfortable shirt. Okay. Character equipment. There are words. I mean, you guys get the benefit of me reading the words to you, but yes, there are words. Okay, so we've got the various equipment types here that you can choose between for your character. There are words where? Somewhere, you know. Somewhere on the screen, surely. Rechargeable potions. Oh, see, this is what I like, is that the potions are just rechargeable. So, you know, it is very Dark Souls-y, right? So when you have downtime, you just refresh them. It's nice. You don't have to worry about it so much. They will grow in power as you level up. That makes me happy. Maybe somewhere over the rainbow. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Preparedness check. Need something that makes sense for your character to have, but you didn't explicitly buy it? Roll 1d6. On a 4, 5, or 6, you have it. I love that. The item must logically fit your character in the situation. Yeah. Look at all this stuff. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I could stab? I could stab anything. Okay. Neat. Okay, all the tools. By the way, DV stands for Dravix. That is the currency. Dravix. There's so many really cool tools, and I love that, you know, there's various social aspects that aren't, it's not all combat, but there's like social things that happen, and so you have various items that help with those things as well. I don't know, I love it. Because maybe you don't, you know, like you could totally play this game and not do any combat at all. And there's enough mechanics to do like a very social campaign. Hello, Ear Trumpet! Oh my goodness, thank you once again for the gift membership. Super appreciate. Add points. Alright. Inching ever closer towards the last of the original goals. Always up, never down. It feels that way. We finally gotten out of jail, though. I am below 60 hours, so the first time almost since this Donathon has started. You guys have finally let me out of the 60-hour jail. Okay. Well, status of means. Status of means is one of many factors that determine the type of items you can purchase, how much buying power you have. Okay. Makes sense. So there's certain things that you have to be, you know, you have to be someone to be able to get them, which makes sense. Like, one does not simply, you know, walk into the Louis Vuitton store or whatever, right? So kind of similar thing going on there. Neat. Inns. Okay, yeah. Ah. Mounts are typically earned rather than purchased. Oh gosh, we could have mounts. Well, I know we could ride on the dragon eventually, but still. Neat. Follower costs. Okay. I see. Neat. Perks. Talent trees. Okay, so we've talked about all that already. The aspects of magic, which I think is really cool that there are 6 different magic types in Draconymm. So it's not just about, like, fire, earth, water, whatever, but they're very different. So we have Arcanum, which is the elemental magic, Divinity, which is healing, protection, Inaric, which is your bloodline, birthright, the special kind of emotional destructive power. Radiant is light magic, the power of creation. Untamed is the raw force of the earth, the natural cycles of growth and decay. Then Voidcraft, well, it comes from the void, so it's extreme, it's dangerous, it unmakes things. All of them are really cool. A lot of thought clearly has been put into these different spells. It's a lot of fun. Look at that. Yippee! This is a cool spread. Ooh. Uh-oh. Something's happened. No! Character paths. The path you choose for a character is more than just an upgraded class. These are clandestine orders, cults, and traditions pulled from the deep history of Akaroth. Sorry, I'm standing up to stretch a little bit because I've been sitting down for 2 hours. So I'm just gonna like walk in place and stretch my knees a bit. Okay. Ooh. You can join a path at any time. They're entirely optional. I am working on this for Axel. So a lot of his goals are just like to join and get onto that path. So he's not there yet, but hopefully in the near-ish future. Yep. I'm excited for that. Ooh, I think this art is new. I don't remember seeing this one before. That's pretty. Oh, look! Aw, look at him go! Beast Slayer. That's neat. It's a sect of Grimm's Warden that realized if you're good at something, don't do it for free. That's fair. Ooh, Ooh, look at that. Look at this beautiful person. I'm looking respectfully. The Death Caller. Master of bone and spirit, shaping corpses, curses, and restless dead into weapons of will. Holy schmoly. Yeah, I think we need to go down the revenge path. I need to do a new campaign that's all about dark revenge. Yeah, that'd be fun. When the War of Nightmares ended, souls lingered between the Plane of Death and Akaroth. They had nowhere to go. The gods had abandoned them. I'm sure they could raise me too. Oh my gosh. That's fun. Yep. Doesn't she look super pleasant? Like, she's down to party. She's down to clown. Okay. Ooh, this art. Ah, look at you, the Tempestral. Oh my gosh, you're riding on like a little water horse, water wolf looking thing. That's neat. This is so cool. Look at that hat with the... Ah, this design is so cool. I just want to be them. Like, I just want to be this person. That's the life I want to live. Why do I have to be here in this sweltering hot place, dooming and glooming about school starting in 3 weeks? Y'all realize that, right? I have about 3 weeks of freedom and the school year is starting again. When Akaroth was young, it is said the gods created the seasons to give their creations a way to see they were still around, that they were present in their lives. A Tempestral manifests these gifts and have learned to control them. It's unknown why the gods sit silent, but there are people who look to the seasons as a sign. That's cool. Living Weather. Create a partner that takes the form of a basic animal. It can perform basic tasks and perform in combat using your AP. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Love it. Love to see it. Void marked. Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh my gosh, the void marked. This is so cool. Some are blessed, some are cursed. The void marked are pact bearers without real direction. Their patron has no true name, no temple, no scripture. A mystery in all senses. Look at that. That's such a cool design. Oh, thanks for checking in, Kai. Hi, Taro! I'm in Australia where it's about 12 degrees Celsius at the moment. Ooh, I'm gonna convert that to Fahrenheit because I'm a heathen. Oh, right, well, you're in Australia, so it's winter, right? I have been to Australia in July before, and I remember it being very chilly then. It is quite hot here. How hot is it? What is the temperature? Look it up and see. It's actually not that hot outside right now, it just feels very hot inside. Here it is currently about 31 degrees Celsius, but it's not that hot today. The Dishonored Path. Yeah, it's neat. Ugh. Okay. That's really cool. Shadow Kill. Once per scene, when you down an enemy, their body dissolves into shadow, leaving no corpse sound or trace. This is... Ooh. Today is one of the first days it didn't feel like a magma swamp when I went outside. Yeah, it did rain here yesterday, so I think it's not as hot. It's like 87 or something. Amulet of Tranquil Tides. Grants immunity to drowning. That's neat. These are just magical items. That's neat. Oh, you could also create your own, of course. That's neat. That's really cool. But I love these, just these basic ones that are already in the book. Hit them with the old Corvo Atano body dissolve. Yeah, oh my gosh. Corvo Atano. That's a throwback. Blade of the Daywalker. Crystal Pendant of Serenity. Dagger of Silent Winds. When attacking a target that is unaware or cannot see you, deal bonus damage equal to half the total damage dealt on a successful hit. I love that. Bracers of the Iron, Cloak of Veils, etc. Crown of Vigilance. Yeah, that does not look very comfortable to wear. There's partner equipment as well. Makes sense. Fang caps. It's cute. Oh, the dishonored path, like literally dishonored. I see what you mean. No, I thought you just meant dishonored, like the person was dishonored. You mean the game Dishonored. That makes sense. Here we go. Oh, she's happy. What is happening here? I don't know. It's funny though. Magic, spells, and martial exploits. Okay, yeah, so all the spell casting things. Ooh, this art. Ooh, ah. Okay, so spell tags. They have, all the spells have different tags that will tell you what they do, which is nice. Damage types. Casting requirements. Speech, gesture, or sight. Here's the different techniques. So does it cast out in a cone? Is it a sphere? Etc, etc. Instead of casting a spell, you may spend 2 mana to imbue an object for 1 hour and define a trigger. The art for this game alone is worth the price of admission. I know, right? The art is beautiful, and this is just an alpha, so the art is not even done. This is not even complete. Some of it is placeholder, you know what I mean? It's still beautiful. Yep, targets, augmentation. So this is what I really love about the spellcasting in Drakonym, is all the augmentations you can do. And making all of the unique spell cards when you get to put this stuff together. It's wonderful. So much fun. Spell techniques template, right. This is so cute. You can see what it looks like. Yep. Ooh. Magical aspects. Okay, so these are all the different spells. I'm just gonna skip through them because I don't want to give away too much stuff, but look at that. Look at the art! That's neat. Divinity spells. So I did, actually, real quick. So Arcanum spells, again, these are the, let's see, it's an art and a science. So analyze, disperse, frost, a lot of the elemental stuff is here. Then divinity, it's like light, you can heal, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so divine. Then the Ineric spells are creation. Yeah, fury, command, confuse, multiply. Gives you an idea. Then we've got the radiant spells, the light spells. Light, moonlight, shimmer, prism, calm, burn. Look at that. It's rainbow. Untamed. Nature spells. Look at that. The Voidcraft spells. Eldritch type stuff. Look at that. Hee hee. I love the Voidcraft spells, they're really fun. Echoes. The echo is the eternal memory of something greater than a simple creature or person. These are the memories of legendary figures, fragments of beings so powerful that the world itself remembers them. A summoner can call an echo and bring forth a shadow of the mythical past into the present day through the use of mana and will. Each of the 11 tags has echoes tied to it. Oh, legendary creatures. Okay. Oh, so fun. Summoning an echo allows the summoner to borrow a piece of history. They appear with no heartbeat, do not eat, and have no permanent shape. When they fade away, all that remains is silence and the memory of what they accomplished. Needs 3 mana to call forth. Make it make sense. You know what? But not everyone can do it, right? You have to be special to be able to call it forth. Makes sense to me. 3 mana is a lot. Plus, you still have to, like, that just calls them forth. In order for them to do something really cool, you know. The footy today is in your neck of the woods, birdie. Hello! The footy? What is the footy? What is a footy? What does this mean? This is so cool. Shared action pool. Oh, the World Cup. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, the World Cup has been here for a minute. I think as Argentina is here. Oh, France versus Spain is in Dallas. Oh, okay. I didn't know that was in Dallas. That's neat. I bet you the tickets are like $5,000. Yeah, the husband is the footballer in our family. I am just here for the ride, and I watch along sometimes too. Everything I know about football, I only know from sports manga, so... Which, to be fair, I have read quite a few, which in the manga they call it soccer too. Soccer! But I've read quite a few. Actually, I have Blue Lock right there on my shelf right now, which, I don't know, you can argue if, Blue Lock really counts as a soccer series. I've only seen Blue Lock. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Blue Lock is one. These are the various ones. Seraphel, Dawnwing, Malfear, Fanglord, Oblivion Anvil. I love that. Oblivion Anvil? Oblivion Anvil? Is this a Looney Tunes joke? Anvil of Silence. Feels like... Listen. Yeah, it'll definitely silence you into oblivion when it gets dropped on your head. Beep beep. Wait, this makes me so happy. It sounds sick as hell. I know, right? This is... I say this with zero shade. That's awesome. The Oblivion Anvil just like... Oblivion Anvil sounds like something Coyote would use to try to catch the Roadrunner. Exactly. But it doesn't work, because I guess the Roadrunner is like a master of the Voidcraft magic, you know? Amazing. Wile E. Coyote, the best. You can technically make both Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner in Draconym. I feel like it is possible. That's fun. Veltharion, the World Flame. Sylphe, the Veil Touch. These are so fun. Caldris. Kalor, the King's Hand. Thorn Mother, the Verdant Maw. Oh, that's so fun. Well, it's the Oblivion Anvil, so it probably clips through the map or something. True. Love that. Morghost, the Grave Tide. Wait, this is so cool. Morghost is the memory of a tide, a story of those who fought death. Its touch is cold and hungry, and its breath a shroud of hopelessness. That's so neat. Oblivion Anvil is how Tibur Septim defeated Mehrunes Dagon. I mean, can I make both? I think you can, for sure. Okay, transformation. Becoming something greater than yourself. Okay. Okay, so you can transform into one of these. The Beast of the Sea, Beast of the Land, etc. Neat. Paragons. Ooh. What was there? Did it say up there what Paragons do in this game? No. Or do you just turn into them? They're actually not needed in solo. Oh, okay. It's fun though. They're so cool. Plus then I could, you know, the crossover. Oh, it's Haoyun! I've had Haoyun. I've also done, I think I had Morgan before too, when I played Covens. It was fun. Might delete them. Oh, okay. Oh, they're for the forebear. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no need to double dip. Aaron's dragon holding 4 signs that all say yikes as he mugs to the camera. Okay. Martial exploits. Yeah, so these are the different things. Martial exploits combine resource management, tactical application, and battlefield creativity. Okay, so they're basically like special skills that the martial users can use. Martial users can use. I really just said that with a... Summoning magic from Acme. I know, right? Spells, but punching. Exactly. I love it. Because I always thought it was kind of sad playing D&D when, like, you know, you play a spellcaster and you get to do all this cool stuff, and then you play one of the, like, you play a class that doesn't get to spellcast, and it's kind of sad. You don't have as many cool abilities, so this makes me really happy. Okay, so there's a couple of different assessment. There's a martial art, and then we have momentum, power. I can't remember which one Axel uses. I think it, well, I'll know it when I see it. Spellcaster, I call forth the power of the gods. Martial, I punch him twice. I did not like that. Yeah, exactly. So this is nice. Not to say that they didn't get any things. I know, like, monks have some special things, but still, it's not the same sheet-wise when you're playing D&D, and so this is a lot more fun. A barbarian that can't talk and hits with signs as axes. Martials are my favorite, so I like seeing them get to do stuff. Welcome to 4th edition D&D, where everything is an ability. Yeah. But you could play Draconym, and the martial fighters, they get to do cool stuff too. Oh yeah, yep, he has power. So he's got Are You Not Entertained? Axel has it. So whenever you achieve 4+ successes on an attack, the enemy with the lowest threat level that can see you is frightened 1. That one has come in handy many, many times. I think he also has knockback. Yeah, these are fun. Then you've got precision, kill window. Patient strike. These are fun. Storm that is approaching. That's so cool. Protection. And then suppression. Oof. Was born in shadowy alleyways and cramped dungeons where survival depended on a simple rule. If they can't stand, they can't fight. If they can't breathe, they can't fight. If they can't see, they can't fight. That's cool. DMC intensifies. Yeah. This is so fun. Yeah, so you get to do, like, the martial exploits. Yeah, exactly. It's like spells, but like, punching. Yeah. Not necessarily punching, but it gives you more fun stuff to do if you're not a spellcaster class, you know? And so, like I said, I play as Axel, and he's a fighter gladiator, and the skills that he gets to use are so much fun. I don't feel like I'm missing out. Hello, Wolves of the Night! Welcome, welcome. Not sure why the emotes didn't work all of a sudden. That was strange. Okay, now what is this? Ooh, oh, I love this art so much. This makes me really happy. I was trying to find my other thumbnail that I used for Draconym when I was first going through the rulebook way back when, because I used this in the thumbnail, but it's okay. I couldn't figure out where I put it. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, partners and dragons. This chapter delves into the majestic dragons of Akaroth, their origins, evolutions, and the bonds they share with their riders. Whether you are raising a hatchling, forging a bond, or taking to the skies in combat, this chapter provides the tools and guidance to bring your dragon to life. This is the fun stuff. I love suppression. I had considered as a joke having my tiny girl mage take debilitating strike as kicking someone in the Dravix. I love that you just call it kicking someone in the Dravix. That makes me happy. Yeah, Forbidden Lands also has something like that where spellcasting is a resource all characters get, so other characters can use it for their own cool stuff. Oh, that is nice. When your ancient dragon still thinks it's a puppy and tried to climb on you. Yeah! Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. Hello, is it Zebulon? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so this is how you craft your partner, which I will do this, like, in person next time I do my thing. So we'll just kind of look at it, because Ash already did say I would have to kind of redo my whole dragon. That's okay. This is fun. Hatchling, juvenile, mature, elder, mythic. Yeah, I think it's a little different. Because I think technically right now she's a juvenile. So maybe she can, technically with the new system, maybe she can actually attack now and do things. So we'll see. We'll get to it. Ooh, my stomach is rumbling. I'm gonna take a quick break. It's also been about 2 hours. So let's take a quick break. I'm almost out of water, and I need to get a little snack. My stomach is, my stumby is grumbly. Maybe it has been said, but is there a release date of the 1.0 of this? Well, I will let Ash answer that question because I don't know, but I'll be back. I'm gonna BRB, grab a snack. If you haven't had a stretch or a snack in a little while, I highly recommend that you do so as well. I'll be back here in a moment. Okay, I've returned. I went ahead and just heated up the leftovers from last night that I made. Like, I made this baked salmon and some asparagus, so I heated up a little bit of rice. I think that'll be nice to just have this on the side to munch on while we read. I got no idea what this Pokemon is. I'm thinking. I'm so bad at these Pokemon ones. The Pokemon ones are only the first 250-ish. It's like just the first 2 gens. But yeah, I got nothing. I don't know. Oop, there's about to be an ad break, so maybe I'll eat a little bit during the ad break, and then we will continue. Little food break. I'm quite hungry. Oop, hello! Hello, Saku! Welcome, welcome. Have I mentioned... Oh wait, this is from Ori and the Blind Forest. I thought I put the Draconium soundtrack on repeat, but I did not, so there we go. Oof. Before I get bonked by something. Luckily that one was a video game song, but like, do not want to get copyright bombed. No, I was about to do- oh, Jumpluff! Nice! Oh my gosh. Nothing. Yeah, y'all are much bigger brained than me. I got nothing. Yeah, I think my salmon turned out pretty good. I liked it. Alright. No bombs. Yeah, I'm trying not to get bombed. Best as I can. Okay, so it'll take a minute to eat. Get back to it after the ad is done. I hope everyone today gets to eat some really yummy food. Why all the TTRPGs has so cool looking expensive editions? My wallet can't handle it. I know, right? I mean, there's no shame in just getting the PDF, because I do that sometimes too, especially with games that I'm taking a chance on. But like, the special collector's editions and stuff exist so that if it's a game that you absolutely love and want to support all the way and have all the things, right? Like, I already knew for Legends of Akaroth, because I got to play test it, I was like, I already know that when the crowdfunding starts, like, I want the highest level. Like, I need all the things. But yes. Good time to mention the future travel editions. There's travel editions? Oh no. I'm still considering getting a Kindle or something just for looking at all my PDFs. That is helpful, because I do have a Kindle. I have Fabula Ultima on there, and it's nice to flip through. But I have one of the last Kindle Oasis types that has the buttons still, because I just don't, I don't know how I feel about the touchscreen. Now my brother has a newer Kindle that is only touchscreen and it's not too bad, but geez, smaller paperback versions. How is that gonna work if they're smaller? Won't it have to have more pages if they're smaller? That's wild. I love that idea though. I don't enter the TTRPG channel on Discord because my wallet hurts a lot. That's fair. I do tend to do a number on people's wallets. I apologize. Kindle Fire is good for PDFs. That one is in color too, right? The bond between writer and partner is sacred. It manifests as a bond mark, physical symbols shared by both parties representing their connection. A bond mark may appear anywhere, but when a bond is strained, the mark burns, serving as a danger warning for either writer or partner. A little-known aspect of bonded partners is the Stormlands, a sentient mental and metaphysical realm connecting both parties to the primordials Xertius and Valathar. Sometimes partners can tap into the Stormlands and obtain knowledge even at a young age. This linked potential is represented by bond points. Okay, these are neat. Okay, so you can roleplay your partner. Yeah, young partners act on instinct. They may not always use words. If inconsistent, gently suggest, would your partner really flee? Yeah. Or you can have oracles that control it. Bond perks. Yep. Combat, tactical. These are really fun. Look at it. Hee hee. Stormland sounds so cool. I know, and I like the idea. It makes sense because I had a different campaign, like a shorter Draconium campaign I did where I think it was for the demo maybe, where my dragon was really intelligent even as a hatchling, and it makes sense if they can tap into that Stormlands to get knowledge, you know? You can see the travel editions and the cozy RPG reviews. Oh, okay. Neat. Relationship perks and utility perks, okay. Oh, fun. Tireless wings. Outside combat, your partner carries you. Your travel time is halved. It's gonna be very useful later. I love seeing all the new art with the dragons with their, like, gear. It's fun. Alright, the dragons. Astral dragon? Look at it. Hee-hee! Aura dragon. Oh, these are different. The eggs and everything look different now. A little bit. Like, I remember this egg looking different. So I wonder if the art has been touched up a bit. Eehee! Poke, 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 poke. Here's the mirror dragon. No, this one looks the same, I think. It's Opal. Hello, poke, poke. Oh my god, so fluffy and pink. Yeah. Moon dragon. Yeah, I think some of these might have been touched up a bit. Oh, there's the moon dragon. It's so cute. All the dragons are so cute. The pyre dragon. Look what, this one is grumpy. Look at its Anki. Cute. Shard dragon. Oh, this one looks a little different. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe I'm gaslighting myself. Cute. Shard dragon is the dragon I have up on the screen right now. So that one in the lower left corner of the screen, that is a shard dragon. So that's what, that's the adult form of this little thing here. Can I have all the dragons, please? Right. The storm dragon. This looks like an egg that was not very fun to lay. Like, this is not ouchie. This is ouchie. Look! Hee hee! The sun dragon. Look at them. So cute. I love all of them. Look at the dragon. Shard dragon is my baby. Yeah. And then there's families. Griffins. Well, so these are just other non-dragons, right? I guess you could have partners. So the griffin. Oh, look! Hime, are you saying there are fun eggs to lay? Like regular eggs that are smooth and don't have little sharp parts sticking out. Look at this. What is that? A Grodir. Gentle behemoth. That's really cool. Never mind, I want all dragons and familiars, right? Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Look! It's so cute! It's so cute, it's so cute, it's so cute! Oh my gosh, my fluffy bird cats, I know. Oh, baby. Oh. Ugh. I already knew about this. I already saw this in an announcement, so I knew that this was coming. I knew that this was coming. Do you guys know? You guys know? Who was here for my Circle of the Silvernum Sword stream? Who remembers? That's a Kelpie. Look at that egg. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so cute. Help. Help. Help! Oh no! Oh, and then the lily pad turns, like, it opens up, like, I love Kelpies. I love Kelpies in every iteration. Look at that Kelpie. Oh, I want a Kelpie so bad. Oh no! Oh, goodness. These still count as dragons? It says they, oh no. I think there just needs to be some stuff, because it says there's some stuff that's like copied from the Aura Dragon here. Oh, look at them. Baby. Here's the, I guess this is the Pegasus. Look at that. Oh, I love this art so much. Look at that. Look at the little baby Pegasus. Oh, Pegasus. Okay. What is that? Uh-oh. Well, that's scary. It is Shadow Dragon. Shadow dragons are the descendants of Xertius, primordial of destruction, and they carry a sliver of his power. To bond with one is unheard of. If one has chosen you, understand that it was not luck. The dragon for you if you want that sweet, sweet edge, right? Yeah. Never attacks in anger, it simply bides its time to strike. See, this is what I need for my revenge story. Look at the baby! Little baby head, little baby. I like how one of the neutral names is Erebun. Erebun? Look at it! Oh. Devouring Dark. This is so cool. I think I must. I have to do a Draconym campaign that is pure edge. Pure edgelord, and this is what I want. Oh, I have to. Oh man, this is so cool. With all the eyes. Look at it. Look at it. I need. Great need. They're not really eyes, but they're eyes. Hello, Leilu! Welcome, welcome, My Chemical Romance campaign. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I know they're not really eyes, but they look like eyes. Like this design speaks to me. This design speaks to me. Speaks to my soul. More art. There's the Kelpie. There's my shadow dragon. Look at that. Holy. Biblically accurate angel-ass design. Exactly, that's what I need. Those are actually eyes, Ashley said. Oh, okay, because on the description it just says it resembles eyes. It says, seams of golden light that resemble eyes. If they're actually supposed to be eyes, then, yeah, I'm good with that. I love that, but down here it just says it resembles them. But if they are actual eyes, that's just another 100% I need. Oh my god, look at that beautiful, magnificent creature. That makes me so happy. You know what, like... Can I fit another tattoo? I can. I can totally fit a tattoo of this thing. I need it. I need it. I need it yesterday. Holy sheesh. Oh my gosh. A thing of beauty. That makes me so happy. You can always fit another tattoo. You're so right. I want it so bad. I don't know where. I'm kind of running out of space. Because the thing is, my arm is like kind of mostly taken. You know what? I have room on like my lower bicep on my right arm. We could. Alright, I'll think on it. But dang, I want that. Holy sheesh. I can't fit. I already have a really big back tattoo, so it would have to be on my lower back and it wouldn't look as good. My mother used to hit me when I was a kid, but this hits even harder. It's crazy. Alright, battle, adventure, and the path ahead. Okay, so this is all of the combat mechanics. I don't know if they're going to be very different. Okay, so this part is the same. Take a little moment to eat some more, and then we'll continue on. Ooh. Fire woman, I know, right? I keep thinking about Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho with the shadow dragon, all those eyes. Oh, I could see that. Yeah. That's so fitting. Okay. Oh, look at this art. I love this. That's so cool. Okay, initiative, AP. Heroes act first by default, have 3 AP to use. Yeah, and then if we're surprised, of course, they go first, but... Makes sense for players to go first when it's like a player-centric kind of game. Okay. Ooh, adrenaline dye. Oh, this is new. Or maybe I just didn't notice it before. Let's look at this. Adrenaline is a powerful thing. At the start of combat, the body hesitates, the mind races, and thinking overshadows acting. However, as the fight goes on, your focus sharpens and your actions start to flow. This is an optional rule designed to speed up combat and allow players to improve action consistency. Okay. At the start of combat, place a d6 in the center of the table, use a 6-segment clock. Every round, it just goes up. Players gain a boon to all checks equal to the current adrenaline dive value. Oh, I really like this idea. That's neat. It only increases when heroes press the fight. If players stall, avoid attacking, or refuse to act, the die does not advance. If combat effectively stops, reduce the adrenaline die by 1. Oh, fun. Neat, okay. Partner combat, unique mode that can be fought in the skies. Oh, for aerial fighting. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Okay. So yeah, okay, so this is for aerial combat. Not very useful for me. Number 1, because I'm not at that point. Number 2, my dragon does not have wings. My dragon runs on the ground. At least in my current campaign. But I love that this is here. Honestly, I am very... Draconym has set the bar very high for me in terms of like... So Temeraire is happening. The Temeraire TTRPG is like in progress, right? And I backed that campaign, although I ended up going down on how much I backed it for. So I don't think I put in as... I wasn't as high of a tier as I was originally because I'm a little worried about how that game is going to come out. But I'm telling you, Draconym has set the bar real high. Partner actions, breath, weapon, partner, defense, bond points. Okay. Neat. Look at all those dragons. The Great Vow. So this was something that was in the book that was like, oh, dragons couldn't be used for combat. And then it got taken out. But I like the idea of it, but I don't... Like, I like that the option exists, it just isn't very fun for me, you know, so... Oh, this art goes so hard. Not removed, it's optional. Right, like, I mean, it used to be, like, default. Well, that's why it's obviously not removed. We're looking at it right now. I'm just saying, like, it used to be the default, and that's just how it was. And now it's optional. Like, you can have it or not have it. Yeah. I don't think it's super fun, but I think narratively it is interesting. Okay. Have another piece of asparagus. Okay, we already saw these wound types earlier. I think this is all the same. Little status effects. Ooh hoo hoo. If you take any additional wound, you die. Narrative finality flag. That's really fun. Okay. Scars. Okay, yep. So high that I can't reach it, plus it's in the same shelf of cookies. With the right story. Yeah, I agree that there's narratively it is very interesting. I just think as a TTRPG I wouldn't enjoy it, because at that point why even have the dragon? It's just not really my thing either. Okay, then we have all these tables for like different scar types, short rest, downtime. Okay, this all looks the same. Exploration, which it does say earlier that it's not done. There's like exploration rules that are not added yet. Okay, I see that this has started to converge a little bit more with Loa, with the way that travel is a little bit more abstracted. But I like the idea of the hexploration, so I'm excited to see those rules get added in. Resource clock, survival clock. This all looks the same. Okay. Oh, I love this art with the cranes. I've seen it before. Beautiful. The World of Akaroth. Okay, so this is all the lore, which I will not necessarily get into on this stream. The loop. Okay, yep, so here's the solo gameplay flow chart. Let's see how that goes. Day event. Yeah, so there's 2 day events. And then there's a night event. So that part is the same. There's some oracles, lots and lots and lots of oracles. There's also a secret partner that has not been revealed yet. Yes, I remember reading that. So there's one more partner. Excited to see that. So these are the various insight tables. I'm sure these are the same as, yeah. These, at a glance, seem to be about the same as when I used them in the pre-alpha. Makes sense. General encounters. There were a couple of oracles that were not filled in when I played in the pre-alpha. But it was mostly pretty complete. There's just a few that weren't done, so. Solo quests. It was made up of multiple arcs. Okay, I love the organization of this. That's cool. Midnight Muscadines does a really good job with a sort of like quest builder too. Neat. Oh yeah, I forgot today is International Non-Binary Day. So, happy non-binary times. Yippee. I too am non-binary. So, much love to everyone who makes an effort to refer to me with my they, them pronouns. Super appreciate. Okay. Now we're getting into the settlement oracles. Ooh, what kind of camp is this? What do you find here? Neat, okay. Hamlet Oracle, Village Oracle, Town Oracle, because so all of these are kind of like, how was it founded? What is happening? What is the architecture like? And then some things on how you can name it. What are some factions that have the strongest influence? Yeah, so that's neat. So it gives you kind of a general overview of this area, like what is important about it, who is in charge, what is it called. It's just easy to pick up. Okay, so Village Oracle, Town Oracle. Ooh. NPC oracles. Okay, so there's just creating an NPC. Their kin, their role, their wants, don't wants, quirks, incongruities, so like a weird little disconnect about them. I really love this incongruity table. This was in the pre-alpha as well, which I'm sure it's been adjusted a little bit, but it's neat because everyone is full of contradictions, right? So I like this idea of like introducing complexity to characters by giving them inconsistency. So for example, they live in luxury, but they only eat hard bread and roots. Why is that? You know, and the why behind these incongruities can make for really interesting characters. Their secret, what reaction they have to things, and then naming them. This naming table is nice. Hello, hi Sarah! Sarah Straya is here. Hello, hello. Welcome. Awoo! Okay, all these encounters, which, let me see if there was one encounter that wasn't there before. forest encounters was there before. Mountain, plains, shattered land, water. Yeah, okay. These water ones. And there was supposed to be like a swamp one. Maybe not. Combat oracles. Oh, these are really fun for like generating characters. Remember I did that in my campaign and I generated that what's it? It was like a possessed suit of armor basically. That was terrifying. It was really cool though. Neat. I hope you're having a good day and a good stream so far. I am. We're almost getting to the end of this rulebook actually, and I'm on the side. I'm eating my lunch, my little salmon asparagus, and a bit of rice. Lunch is very good. Hope you've been having a great day. Ugh, that thing is scary. Yeah, these tables are really fun for generating enemies. That way, if you want to use an enemy that isn't necessarily in the bestiary, you can make something that actually fits your story better. It's really, really fun. Because you don't necessarily have to roll on these tables, you could just pick something that makes sense, right? Like, you're fighting something, you know it's huge, you know it has this role, and you can pick, and how do you translate the idea into an actual enemy stat block? That's really, really cool. More cool art. Sounds lovely. I'm just waking up, so I'm getting started. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, good morning to you. Neat. Yeah, custom enemies, yep. Okay, so this adds some stuff. Oh, neat. Okay, so now there's a table for like matching a threat level to a stat block. Oh, I love that. That's so cool. Perks. Okay, this wasn't here before, but yeah, it would make sense that they would have to have perks of their own. Cool, cool, cool. This beautiful artwork. Nighttime oracles. Okay, here's the night encounter, night stillness encounter, nightmare table, or dream table. Cool. Okay, here's the store and item oracles. Yeah, so different items that may be purchasable when you go to stores and things. Yeah, I'm really in awe at how many random tables and oracles there are in this book. Ash has put a lot of work in. You can see that. This is a true labor of love. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. I'm so excited. Hi, Ender! Marked named hexes. Okay, yeah, so this is the map. And so it gives, I really like this part of the book where it shows, well, it did show, I think it's getting added later. I know the hexploration needs to get added, so there's going to be more in this book. This is the end of the rulebook as it currently is, but in the pre-alpha that I had, it had whole sections of like, okay, in Witheters, there's this, and this many tables, and I'm guessing those need to be overhauled, and that's why they've been taken out of this, but they were in the pre-alpha, so I can kind of anticipate what's going to be here. But yeah, this is great. I really love the updated rules so far. The second wind dice was a great idea. Some of the added partners that aren't just dragons are really, really fun. The different kin, the Strider class, the Mystic class are really, really interesting. You can see here that there's going to be all this different information about these places, and again, those were in the pre-alpha. They're just, you know, they need to be reworked, I'm sure, so they're not here now. But let's see what else is being added. Yeah, the location rules, the secret sixth partner. Yeah, so there's gonna be more, but I think this is really great for what's here now. I will say it hasn't had like a huge change from what I've played until now, but a lot of new things being added. Like the romancing rules and the different way you can have partners and waymates. I mean, the waymates were always there, but like the companion characters is new, and I really like that. This is tough because I think I'm gonna start a new campaign because I want to take this in another direction and make a really dark romance revenge kind of a story, you know? So I really, hi Star of Light! So I would really like to explore that. And I still love, obviously, my other campaign with Axel and Tink for like the general adventure, and I'm gonna keep that going, of course, but I want to start something that's really dark revenge with like a little bit of romance thrown in. I think would be a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm really excited by what I see so far in this book. Dark romance with a shadow dragon, right? Can you romance your dragon? Might be a little weird. Like, you have a bond with them. How deep can that bond go, is the question. respectfully asking for a friend. Can you romance your dragon? Feel like bad things are gonna happen to me. This doesn't look like the cover of a romance novel to you right here? How to train your dragon, right? That would be cool. I read a, whatchamacallit? I read a choose your own adventure story that was kind of like that. Oh my gosh, that's so silly. I guess you would have to discover the dragon later in life, or maybe discover the dragon as a child or something, because it might be a little bit weird if you're an adult and you pick up a dragon egg and it's like... I know, but on the other hand, if it's dark, it might as well just go full dark. Oof. Oof. I mean, there is a bond. What kind of bond remains to be seen, right? Holy. Where's the... Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad that I found my audience and I can say these things and y'all aren't like, ew. Like, listen. The heart wants what it... Dragons don't die if the writer dies, right? It's true. It is true. That's what it says. It's the romancing. If it doesn't say that you can't. Maybe you come across a shadow dragon whose rider has died. Oh no, that's too much. Oh, that's too much angst. No, I don't... See, me personally, I don't like it if the love interest has had other lovers before you. That's the thing I don't like. Teehee. I don't like for myself, anyways. It is the same as going through the book. Why everyone is hot? Yeah, why is everyone hot? Yeah. Oh, not as a lover. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's fine. But it's still... No, that's too much baggage for me. I want the dragon to have only known me, and only me. That's like super toxic, super codependent, toxic relationship. That's what I want. Yeah, I didn't say it was healthy. Love it. Love to see it. Oh, I see. Looks at Yandere STV. Yeah, well, yeah, I have a type. What are you saying here? Yandere vibes. I mean, I just like that type of character in fiction. Truly the alpha of the relationship. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing in this section saying you can't romance the dragon. I am taking some mental notes. Just got back, heard Yandere. Yeah, Yandere dragon would be so cool. I bride a dragon. The dragon's bride. Oh my gosh, that's the name of my next DRAKONYM campaign, you guys. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to think on it. I'm gonna have to think about it. Yeah, forget about being a rider. You can be a bride. The brider. Dragon brider. Forget it. Oh my goodness. Hello. Hi, Tiny! Ooh! Okay, so we're getting to the end of the stream because I have gone through the whole rule book, but I did want to show you something that came in the mail yesterday. I'm gonna show you something that came in the mail yesterday. Let me open it real quick because it was in this package. Open the package. Because if you didn't know, I am going to be at Offkai next week! Oh my gosh, that's next week. And something arrived yesterday. Something arrived yesterday. I'll do the influencer thing, even though y'all can't really hear it. My business cards arrived. Oh, it's that velvety material that I love that makes me really happy. Whew. There's no more, right? That's it. Alright. My business cards are wrapped, that's fine. So they look like this on one side. So I love this art so much. And then, yippee! So there's a very handy little guide on how to pronounce my name, because I'm the solo TTRPG parrot YouTuber. I make tabletop content, creative crafts, and stream cozy dark games. There's my email address, my Twitch, the YouTube, and then a little QR code that leads to my website that has links to all my different social thingies. So yeah. So if you come find me at, and if you didn't notice, this is that overlay that I use on my streams that Magmal-san made. So that's there. I don't like how, like, imbalanced it is, but it's fine. Imbalanced. So, hey, that's my business card. So if you come find me at Offkai, I will give you one, and then I'll have copies of the one-page TTRPG, which is perfect that the one-page TTRPG jam has started, so I can submit the game that we make together to the jam, but I'll have printed copies of that available to hand out as well. Nothing fancy, but yeah. They have that soft velvet touch that I really like on book covers, so it's making me super happy. They look really nice. Like, the quality of the print is quite nice when you zoom in on it. Does somebody want to try the QR code and see if it works? I'm pretty sure it works. That's so pretty, thank you. Yeah, I really like how these, well, I designed it, quote unquote. I threw these together myself, but I quite like how it came out. Didn't come out perfectly centered. Bleed is just kind of funny, so the way that it cropped my logo is a little off-center, but that's okay. Man, why are all the nice things so far away? I know, I'm sorry. Happens. I printed out 100. I think it's 100. Doesn't feel like 100. How many of these did I print out? I'll look it up. Oh, it's 100. This doesn't feel like 100 somehow. Because each one is so thick. This is really 100? I mean, it must be. Thank you for the hydrate. But yeah. So if you come and find me at Offkai, hehe, I will have these cool business cards. That's about a commander-sized deck. Yeah, it feels that way, so pretty neat. So those will be available. I'm excited for Offkai, because I am excited to, you know, like, get to know people and meet my friends and stuff, but it is, you know, I'm a little nervous about it too, because I am, you know, socially I'm a bit awkward and all. It's tough. But yeah, super excited. Super excited for DRAKONYM. And I need to plan out my campaign a little bit more. I have another Legends of Akaroth campaign that I'm planning as well that's like super cozy, so it's not adventurous. It's very barely adventurous. It's going to be very more about like the farming and the fishing for sure. I have some assets and stuff that I've already had commissioned that I'm really excited for. So don't worry if you've felt like, oh my gosh, Hime hasn't been doing a lot of cross-path stuff recently. Don't worry, I have been planning. I have been biding my time, you know, commissioning some things, and it's all coming very soon, so don't worry, it's coming. And especially Covens is going to start as soon as I get the stuff, so probably late August, early September. We'll start Covens, my Covens campaign on stream, and then I have some more stuff that I want to do. Well, I need to finish my other Loa campaign because the one with Viora and Arlen has like a definite end. So I might wait to start my second campaign because I don't want to have too many like campaigns that I'm juggling. So I may finish that one off first before I start the cozier one. But for DRAKONYM, because the one with Axel, I intend for that one to go for a long time. Like that one is going to be very long. So I might start off the other one, just have one more to juggle, and that's okay. But yeah, I'm excited. The dark revenge story. The My Chemical Romance DRAKONYM campaign. It's gonna be a good time, I'm excited. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me today. We went through the book, I made a note of what all I have to do, which is mainly I just have to redo Opal's character sheet, so it's not too bad. But I think because she's a juvenile, technically, she should be able to enter combat with Axel and Tink from now on, so that'll be exciting. And that'll be session 9. I can't promise it'll be next week because my next week is very short because of Offkai, but we'll see what we can do. I want it to be soon. I only have a couple weeks left before I start school, for this first day of school again, so I want to get in all the stuff that I can, for sure. Welcome to the Drake Parade is so good. I'm giving you fish for that. That is so good. Welcome to the Drake Parade. Perfect. Beautiful. Astounding. But yeah, that is going to be it from me today. Let me see who I can raid into. Let me put up a guess the word, so y'all can guess on this word while I look at a raid target. Thanks for stream. Thanks for being here. I might play some more Monster Hunter in a bit, so I'm gonna finish my food and then play some Monster Hunter. So I'll probably be in the Discord. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I will or not. Okay, okay. Alright, let's see here. Oh, you eagle! Very nice. Thank you for your life. Thank you for being here, Laylu. America. So it is time for me to read the book. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Thanks and have a good day. Thanks for being here, everyone. Appreciate y'all. Let me see here. Alright, I think we're gonna raid into another TTRPG stream. So the Brotherhood of the Dice, they're doing a Regency Cthulhu campaign. That looks fun. That looks neat. So I feel like that's a good place to send. I love Regency Cthulhu. I really want to do one of those campaigns one of these days. So I think that is a good place to send y'all for some Regency Cthulhu times. You know, TTRPG. From a TTRPG stream to another TTRPG stream. I think that's a good place to go. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. I hope you're excited for DRAKONYM. If you're getting it, be sure to use my affiliate link so I can get a little back. I really appreciate that. Thank you for procking the raid message. I forgot to do that last night. My bad. So, thank you. I am going to be streaming tomorrow in the... Let's see. In the slightly later evening, I'll be working on painting some minis, but I'll be parallel with Kappa. So Kappa's going to be playing RuneScape, and I'll be painting minis on the side, and so I'll be streaming my miniatures, and then you can have Kappa's channel open if you want to see his RuneScape shenanigans, and so we'll be doing that together tomorrow. So hopefully I get to see you tomorrow. No, yesterday we did Maho is Sorry. That's right, the Maho is Sorry. I forgot about that. But yeah, hopefully I get to see y'all tomorrow, and if not, I'll see you when I see you. Everybody have a great day, and see you next time. Bye-bye!